The following news article was posted on the TMZ website November 30th of 2018. It was titled 50 Cent, I Wouldn't Care If My Son Got Hit by a Bus. So here's what TMZ wrote about it. 50 Cent's clearly not going to 50 Cent's clearly not going for any Father of the Year awards by making it known he'd be just fine if his oldest son got injured, possibly even killed by a bus. Fifth left a shockingly cruel comment on an Instagram pic of his 21-year-old son, Marquise Jackson, hanging out with the son of Supreme McGriff, one of 50's rivals. The rapper wrote, quote, "If both these little ninjas got hit by a bus, I wouldn't have a bad day." Damn. The bad blood between father and son goes back several years, stemming from the bitter relationship between 50 and Marquise's mother, Shaniqua Thompson, who sued the rapper for $50 million. The suit was tossed in 2009. Since then, 50 and Marquise have taken shots at each other publicly on social media and in their music. And Marquise told us last year his dad's music sucks. As for the hate for the other guy in the photo, it presumably comes from 50's long-standing beef with his father, Kenneth Supreme McGriff. The two are arch enemies, and Griff, a former Ja Rule and Irv Gotti associate, allegedly once plotted to kill 50. Supreme is currently serving a life sentence for murder, conspiracy, and drug trafficking. We're told 50's never met McGriff's son, though, and even Marquise didn't know the full backstory when he took the photo with him. And then TMZ updated the story at 6:05 p.m. Pacific time on November 30th of 2018, and here's what they said. 50 just walked his words back a bit, saying, quote, "I have no ill will towards anyone living on this earth. The people," what in the world? "The people Shaniqua's son looks up to and associates with is a reflection of the negative energy he embraces towards me. I paid his mother $1,360,000 in support to afford him opportunities I never had. They just spent it. Over the years, I repeated, get a job. Now they have to figure it out." So that's how this all started, right? So here's what 50 Cent's baby mama, the mother of Marquise, said on social media. "I find it so humorous that a not so gangster rapper would go so hard and be so diligent at going at his child and his child's mother, but won't keep that same energy for the N-words who put hot lead up in his ass." Contemplating emoji. Alexa, play Many Men by 50 Cent. She's referring to, I think it was like 98 or 1999 when 50 Cent was shot 5 times. In his face, I think his leg, different parts of his body, including a bullet in his jaw, which changed his voice. As a rapper, and his voice is a big part of his success as a rapper. And who knows, maybe his records would have sold more if he wasn't shot in the face. And he almost died, okay, for the record. Now, Shaniqua is a baby mama of a street guy, a gangster, like 50 Cent said in that song. Oh my God, what is the name of the song? It was on his first album, You Not Like Me. That's what it's called, right? In the third verse, he said, and I quote, "See, I done been to the pearly gates. They sent me back. Good die young. I ain't eligible for that. I shot N-words. I been shot, soul crack in the street. My attitude is gangster, so I stay in some beef." Okay? Those are his words. Shot people and been shot. Now, he allegedly got shot 9 times. However, I heard that this is actually not true. He actually got shot 5 times. The point is this, though. He got shot multiple times, and he could have died, right? This black woman, Shaniqua Tompkins, had no issue with that. Of course, black women think that it's cool to go make babies with people who shoot people and have been shot, and then lie and say that they're queens. Even though I don't think the Queen of England, who's an actual real queen, not a pretend queen, somebody who's a queen in their mind because they're crazy, I don't think that she would do that. You know what I mean? Like real queens. But anyways, well, these burger queens go making children with people like this, immature men who are not well adjusted. They don't really know how to treat people. They don't know how to talk, don't know how to walk, don't know how to do anything. Just a lot of these dudes are good for nothing. And they do this because that's what they're attracted to. That's their male counterpart. That's the male version of them. So, most black women are, the perfect candidate to be with a 50 Cent. Violent, ignorant, pseudo hyper masculine, even though that's not true masculinity. You know, somebody who's dangerous, does dumb shit, you know, not gonna truly be there for the child the way that they're supposed to. You know, black women just really just and let's just put the fact that black women are the worst decision makers ever to the side for a second and unwrap what she said to him. I find it so humorous that a not so gangster rapper, so in other words saying, you know, you're only a gangster rapper in your mind, that's just a persona, you're not truly a gangster rapper, will go so hard to be so diligent at going at his child and his child's mother. You know, black women with their manipulation games, the whole, you want to come after me, but why don't you say something to those men? Why don't you do something to those men? Because she goes on to say, but won't keep that same energy for the N-words who put that hot lead up in his ass. So in other words, this is what black women do. They try to get black men. See, people always want to know, why are so many black men dead or in jail? Because of women like Shaniqua Tompkins. I find it so humorous that a not so gangster rapper will go so hard to be so diligent at going at his child and his child's mother, but won't keep that same energy for the N-words who put that hot lead up in his ass. This is why so many black men are dead or in jail. If you've been wondering why, that's why. Because of the Shaniqua Tompkins. And I'm not making this up. That's really the heifer's name, Shaniqua. She's really a Shaniqua. Sweet God. But anyways, so what do you guys think about the foolishness that came out of this woman's mouth? What do you guys think about? I mean, we all know, you know, we know who 50 Cent is. We know what he does. He says a lot of just ridiculous stuff. And, you know, I felt like pretty much as soon as I heard about what he said about his son, the first thing that came to my mind was, okay, he's saying that to get attention. He doesn't really mean it. He's just saying that to, and I'm not making an excuse for 50 Cent. I wouldn't dare make an excuse for Thug. But he's pretty much just saying like, hey, you know, he was pretty much looking for attention because that's what he does. He draws attention to himself. Then everybody looks, and then he turns it into money. You know, he monetized getting attention just like Kim Kardashian, you know. But he just trolls in a different way because he says like really outrageous things, you know, like that's 50's brand at this point. He's an actor, an internet troll, a musician, a businessman, an entrepreneur. He's a million different things, right? And, you know, he trolls for attention, which then he turns into dollars. So I understand that's the nature of his business. I do think he went too far saying what he said about his own damn son. That's ridiculous. However, it's 50 Cent. What do you expect? Just like Shaniqua Tompkins, over there saying what she said. Her name is Shaniqua. So what do you expect from a Shaniqua? But anyways, this is all my opinion. Let me know what you think about it all below. Meat Magazine on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. Meat Magazine blog on Instagram. Thumbs up, comment, subscribe, notify. Share this video on social media where the hoes congregate. Twitter, Facebook, Google Plus, two cans with the string in the middle telepathically. That where everybody named Mama 2 and their baby Mama 2 knows that these heifers are out here just saying all types of outrageous things. You know, basically trying to get black men in the grave or in jail or prison as fast as possible and for as long as possible. Well, the grave is forever, but you know what I mean.